I love sending Kym pictures because she gets irritated. Whatever irritates Kym, I like to do.
Funny mamas.
So
Now that was
like I had
like a son.
Two funny mamas.
And it's all yours, ladies.
So, girl, this is what I love when we have our Black business segment of Two Funny Mamas, where we get to support a Black business. And Kym, you've been having a number of guests on, which I love. You are keeping it going, keeping the support going. And when I haven't been here,
I have to.
Yes.
Because you did all the work in the beginning, and you like to throw that in my face. So I like to show you when you stop working. That's right.
That's what 51% will do for a business. Isn't that right, Sherri?
Exactly.
Well, this is really exciting because, we love scents over here, and we love natural scents and body oils. And we have a Black business. It's called Oils of the Earth by Tahri. And this is your guest. And she makes body oils and refined and unrefined oils that have great natural benefits to our skin. And she uses top of the line essential oils, flowers, clays, and other natural materials to make their products by Oils of the Earth by Tahri. And she makes luxury soap bars, soothing lotion sticks, refreshing deodorant, amazing whipped sugars, amazing whipped soaps, creamy body butters, nourishing body oils, moisturizing bath bombs, refreshing face and body mist, cleansing shampoo bars, replenishing hair oil, moisturizing men products. How you gonna top all of this? And she is a small Black business owner, female owned. Can we give a hand, unless you want to say something, Kym, for Tahri, who's the founder and owner of Oils of the Earth by Tahri. Let's welcome Tahri. I can't wait to,
Hey. Hi,
hey girl,
thank you so much. Hi, thank you both so much for having me on your podcast.
Our pleasure.
Our pleasure. We're so excited to have you here. Just tell everybody, well, first of all, how I ran into Ty, how I know her is crazy. And well, tell everybody this, Ty, tell the story so I can finish eating my tuna fish.
How you called me? Accidentally called me? Tell that story. Okay. So I guess one day, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago, right?
Yes.
I get this phone call, and I just called the number back, and I said, "Hi, did someone call Tahri?" And she said, "Oh, I made a mistake. I was trying to call my girlfriend, but this is Kym." I'm like, Kym. She was like, "Yeah, Kym Whitley." And I'm like, Kym Whitley? And I was like, "Oh my goodness." She was like, "Yeah, your number was in my phone because I don't know how many years ago it was. I was your assistant for one day."
Oh, dang. It was that bad? It was that bad.
That's what happens. Got to get rid of it so she can follow her passion.
That's right.
You know who just nodded her head real hard while she's watching this? Siobhan.
Oh, hilarious.
And so I was like, "Oh my God, you still have my number?" And she says, "Yes." And I said, "Oh my God, it's been so long." And she said, "You know what? This must be God. How you doing? How you doing during this pandemic?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm okay. I started a business, and it was kind of slow at the beginning of the year. Then it started kind of working out. And then she invited me to the podcast. She said, "Hey, you know what? Why don't you call me, give me a reminder call at the end of the month, and I'm going to get you on the podcast with me and Sherri."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, that would be beautiful." So here I am.
Well, Tahri, that's such a great story. And I love how she said to you a few weeks ago, "Come on to the podcast with me and Sherri." I just found out about you about 3 minutes ago when I signed on to the podcast, and there you were. And I'm looking at you, and you looking at me, and I look down, and I'm texting Kym, and I said, "There's a Black lady on the podcast. What's going on?" And then Chris goes,
"Because I got to keep it going. I do." It's so great she was telling me.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm
we don't
happy
just
to.
put anybody on the podcast, Sherri.
No.
You know, she had to tell me all about her business, showed me her products. She was supposed to drop some over. I don't know what happened, but I'll be waiting on them. But once I saw her
Oh, I
photos,
will.
I couldn't believe the work that she's put in and the product,
I mean,
the
this is
quality.
it looks so good. It looks so because I love colors. And colors make a difference. And I'm looking at all of these colors, blues and lime greens and earth tones. Like, explain what this cornucopia of just beautiful essences is.
Oh, thank you. So all of my soaps, everything is first of all handmade. Everything that I have on the table that you have a picture of, everything is handmade.
Ooh.
Everything is hand cut by me. I use like top of the line clays. I even juice different fruits and vegetables to get some of my
Ooh,
colors. Yeah, and I use like essential
nice.
oils and stuff. So yeah, this is how I got like most of my colors
Oh,
by
look at
Oh,
that.
and
products, clays.
okay, first of all, I want to order. You have bath
Right.
bombs, which I love.
Are these edible?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
what
I
are
get
those?
that all the time. I get pastries, I get cheese, I get all of it.
It looks so yummy. Okay, so like within this soap bar, what's in here? All of these things.
Okay, so this bar right here, this picture right here is the lavender honey. Oh yes, and I use honey
Ooh,
from local farms. I use the honey from
Oh,
local farms.
That's
nice.
awesome.
nice.
Yes, yes. So it's like it's a support thing going on. So this one right here is really good. This is one of my favorite bars. It's the lavender. Yeah, that's what it is. Lavender and honey bar. Yeah.
Do you
Oh, it looks
suggest
fat.
like? I'm sorry, Kym.
No, go ahead.
Do you suggest like layering on kind of like the same scent family?
You know what?
Your oils and things and soaps. What do you say?
I would say it all depends on the person. If that's what you want to do, like layer on, like, okay, all lavender, or you want to mix up the scents, like a lavender and maybe a vanilla, or a
Mm.
lavender and a patchouli. It's up to you.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, it all depends on what your style of fragrance or scents is.
And now,
Oh,
what
that's
is
a
this
great
here? This
Yeah,
picture.
what is this?
Okay, so at the very top shelf is my those are the deodorants with the darker one. It's a
Yes.
deodorant. So I don't use
Oh,
baking soda. Yes, and everybody like, oh, it's a natural deodorant. Will it hold the wetness? No, it will not hold the wetness. No type of that I know of to this date. I mean, research is still going on. That natural deodorant will hold the wetness. It only stops the stink. It only stops the
Well, that's
smell.
all I need. I sweat, but I
Yeah.
don't want to be funky.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we
no-
did.
right.
Keep going,
Okay.
Tahri. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was about to say, and what it is that I chose charcoal to use in my deodorant because we all need to detox from the deodorants that we have been using. So that would be great
Nice.
as for a detox deodorant. So this way you can stay fresh while your body is naturally detoxing from the commercial deodorants we would use in the past. And then on
Okay,
See,
the other rows, I'm sorry, go ahead.
that's the question I was going to ask you. Two things about, because everybody keeps saying charcoal. What does charcoal do?
So pretty much
Burns
the
in the
charcoal, like,
diamonds. Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah. So charcoal is pretty much arrived from the volcano ashes, and what that's the one that I use. And what it does, it kind of like, well, not kind of, but it does, it detoxes your armpits. It detoxes, I would say, like body odor and stuff like that. It just kind of like pull things out of your system. So yeah, so
Really?
that's what it does, and it's really good.
And then the problem that I've had, because I was telling Kym during quarantine, remember Kym when I was using all those natural things, and I kept going, I still stink. Like y'all remember Chris, and I was using
That's-
and I
That's
would
what
be sitting there.
happens. There's a transition. Yeah.
It's a
Well, that's what I
transition.
wanted to
You
know because I sweat and I don't mind
Me
sweating,
too.
but I don't want to stink, especially if I know I'm taking a shower. So your deodorants, you said they don't hold the wetness, but you don't smell.
Yes, and it all depends on your body chemistry too. Because myself, with my deodorant, I have to reapply. I have to reapply. Some of my clients or customers tell me that they can go all day. I have a friend, he owns his own plumbing company, and he's a male. He's a 6'2", 6'3" male. And like I said, he's a plumber. He uses my deodorant like consistently. He was like, Tahri, your deodorant is the only one that holds me. And he can use it all day, apply once and use it all day, and it holds him. But I'm like, well, dang, I have to reapply.
He walking around smelling like patchouli.
Right.
You know,
he's a guy too. He's a man too. So that's why I say everybody's body chemistry is different. So
can you put it in
funny.
other places? Sherri wants to know, can you put the deodorant in other places?
Great question.
I didn't want to know that, and I didn't say that. That was you who wants to know that. That was you who said that. It wasn't me.
I saw it in your eyes.
But can you? Okay.
But can you?
though? I never tried it. So
She's
you
lying.
guys would have to
She's
tell
lying.
me.
I'll let you know. Everybody, I'm asking for a friend because my friend gonna try it. She eating a chicken right now, but when she get done, she gonna try it.
Yeah, you guys were a lot less
I changed
reserved
it to tuna
pre-show.
fish because y'all was sick of me eating chicken. So I saved all my meals until the podcast. I was like, I cannot. I gotta eat when we get on the podcast.
And I'm not even gonna get on you because your fans are gonna be mad because I'm getting on you for eating while we got a guest on to show her that we did win an NAACP Image Award and we're mass professional. Even though she was the first one who signed on the podcast, was waiting for 10 minutes. But that's okay.
It's okay.
And we thank you for coming on and giving us a little bit of patience.
So
you both having me. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Also, can you mention say your website where people can get the products or our listeners can hear?
Oh yes. So the name of the business is Oils of the Earth by Tahri. So it is OTEBT.com.
Okay,
and that's where you can find my online store.
Instagram as well.
Instagram again is OTEBT.
All right, can I ask you a question, Tahri?
Oh, careful, Tahri.
Is there a reason why was Oils of the Earth by Tahri already that domain taken?
Well, Oils of the Earth, I think Oils of the Earth was. So then I put by Tahri.
And how come that's not the .com name?
Oh boy.
That's a good question.
You said earlier.
Too funny, Mama Shark Tank.
I want you to say what you said earlier. You know, we like to know that kind of stuff.
It was too long.
Okay. Also, yeah, pretty much. I didn't want everybody to just type in Oils of the Earth by Tahri. That's why I just abbreviated just OTEBT.com. So I just wanted to make
people like me and Kym. Now, me and Kym, we like, okay, it's the O. We got to put the O in.
Right.
It's another. It's the T.
Put your glasses on and. No, yeah. I just want to make
So it's OTEBT. OTEBT.
OTEBT, yes.
OTEBT. You got to make it a song. And on Instagram, it's at OTEBT, where you can get all of this yumminess. And I love the fact that you make creamy body butters. This is nourishing body oils. Then the bath bombs. Because I take a bath all the time, and I love bath bombs so much. So I am definitely. I'm gonna give my business to you because I usually go to what's that, Lush? Is that the place, Lush?
Lush, yeah.
Lush, but I'm taking my money out of Lush. Yeah, no. I'm going to OTEB.
Please do. And a good thing about my bath bombs is that I don't use alcohol in them. Everything is like oils and moisture, so you will love it. Just don't slip down the drain. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not going down my drain. But I'm going to I like this in supporting your business. Tell me something. Were you, before quarantine, were you doing something else before you pivoted into Oils of the Earth?
Yeah, I was doing two things. I was a preschool teacher while I was supporting myself while trying to pursue my acting career too. But the longest, I was the preschool teacher. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So was it scary? Well, I hate that because we applaud you because you're a teacher and you were really like contributing to young minds, but even applaud you more because you stepped out on faith to start your own. That's a hard, that's a scary thing, to invest everything into the unknown. And I love that you're doing it, and that, you know, it was slow, but you stayed with it. When you if you're talking to somebody who's listening to our podcast about trying to step out on faith and do something, how do you get past the fear? And how do you start?
I would tell everybody to do it afraid. Even if you're afraid, keep doing it. Just you have to do it afraid. You have to do it afraid, because fear is only what you put into it. You know, fear is fear, you know. And once you kind of start making those steps, and because we fight against ourselves, we fight against our own thoughts and insecurities and things like that. But once you kind of start walking, you know, and going towards that goal, things will start coming together. And don't worry about, oh, this person is doing it, or this person may steal my idea. I got all of that, you know. And of course, we're human. We have our emotions, and, you know, times when we want to be, you know, upset and let this flesh take over and be like, oh, I'm gonna stop, or I'm gonna cut this person off, or I'm just gonna make my page private. Don't block your blessings. Just, you know, stay ahead of the game. Trust God. You know, that's why it's called faith. You walking out blindly, and God will always catch you.
You know, this is so great to hear about doing it scared, which is my mantra for life, and doing it even when you fear. And also what you said, which I love, is people are going to tell you what everybody's what happened? Hello?
We see you.
What happened?
Oh, this is what I had. I got a phone call in on my computer. I was like, "What? No, let me just turn this off."
You all and your connected devices, I tell you.
Hey, I do not disturb my question. What is? I just listen. You have so many products. Do you have any of those products in front of you or with you?
I do have some in front of me. Yes.
You can show them.
Okay. So right here, this is, I don't know if you see this one. This is my most popular bar. Yeah, this one right here is the olive blend soap. This is the olive blend.
Why is that so popular?
This one is popular because it's really good if you have challenges of eczema, psoriasis.
Nice.
Yeah, like if you have sensitive skin, if you have any type of rashes, or anything that brings on sensitive skin to soap. So this soap right here I have it in two different kinds. I have it with coconut, blended with coconut, and I have it blended without coconut, because sometimes people are very sensitive to coconut oil. So I do have substitutes for most of my products. I have a substitute for people who are like really sensitive. I also have one of my favorites. This is the Lotion Stick. Let's see if you guys see it.
I love a lotion stick.
I like a lotion stick too.
This is super cool because it's a push-up. It's a push-up bar. So you push it up, and then you can just use it anywhere you want to use it. And then you just hit it on your hand or hit it on a hard surface, and it goes back down.
Question.
Really nice.
Do the products for your hair, what kind of products do you have for like hair growth? My hair is really fine.
Okay, so what I use, the oil, the awakening oil that I have on my site, I use it for my hair, for my body, for like everything. But this for my hair, the awakening oil for my hair, like since I made it, it's grown my hair out so much. And you know, with our hair, we need that moisture. We need that moisture. And not only do we need the moisture, we need the, we need our braids. We need the protective style for our hair. And then of course we wrap it up. But you do that like every day. Even like before you go to bed, braid your hair up, use that oil. Even if you want to add a little water to it, just to keep that moisture in there, and that it helps your hair to grow.
Oh, again, this is Oils of the Earth by Tahri, and it's OTEBT.com. And on Instagram, it's at OTEBT, where you can find all of these yummy products. And another thing that you were saying, like I said, I love it because people will come and say everybody is doing that, but everybody is not you. That's what makes you so. That's what makes Oils of the Earth by Tahri unique from somebody else. You put you put your spin and your secrets in there that make it so
Yes,
special. So was it daunting a little bit, Tahri, to go into a business where it's like, his oils over here and bath bombs over here, and was that a little scary?
You know what? I never thought of it as, to me, the most scariest part was for me getting out there.
Yeah.
The kind of like the fear of the unknown. But like I said, I just did it anyway. When I do see other people at the markets that have we all have the same product. We all have something different on our table. And the way I look at it is that there's enough money out there to be made by everybody. And it's the customer's choice. So I'm not petty. I'm not like one of those like, so I just, you know what? I just pray, give it to God and be like, you know what? What's for me is for me. And then
That's
that.
Because I think the only
What about I just wanted to ask one more product question, was the lotion bar. Not the lotion bar, the shampoo bar.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like that's an interesting concept that you would just take, because I did used to take that Dial soap and wash my hair with it. So that probably wasn't good.
Okay, now we know why you wear wigs.
Oh no.
So the shampoo bar, the shampoo bar is really becoming popular now. I love it because it's a really good travel bar.
Yeah.
I love it. So what I start researching it, and it's really good. It's really good because the ingredients that I use, the materials that I use is like rice water. Some of them is with goat's milk. Some of them, like I have different kinds. Some of them with some of my bars are with the mango butter, and it's really good because also using the regular shampoo, the commercial shampoo, my hair was thinning, and I'm like, okay, why is my hair thinning? And then I start researching the shampoo bar, start using it, and I started using that one, and of course stopped using the commercial bar, and my thickness came back. One thing about the bar though, when I tell you it cleanses your hair will be squeaking clean. It will be squeaking clean. So it like takes all the oils and stuff out, and then you have to put the oils back in. So as we're talking now, or as we're speaking now, I am developing my lotion bars too, because I've done it before, but I didn't quite hit the mark that I wanted to hit. So right now I'm going to have a choice between like a conditioning bar and a cream conditioner. That's what I'm working on.
Nice. So Kym has the product questions. I got the business side of it. When you have your own business, because I think so many people during COVID, there were things that they set out and were like, you had to get back being isolated, back to maybe those dreams and desires that you had that you never tried. What? Money? Yes. Sorry. The ladies want their money. And so how was that? Hola, gracias.
I'm sorry, repeat the question. Repeat the question again. I'm sorry.
This is the kind of stuff on Too Funny Mamas. The ladies want their money. So
I know the feeling.
Wait, do you need to stop? He said, I know the feeling. Do you need to stop?
No, we're good. The vacuum. When you go through those times, Chris, where if y'all don't stop laughing at me, look.
I would love if you did some more conversations with your crew.
The answer is no, because I want to show our guests the reason why we won an NAACP Image Award for our professionalism in sometimes Spanish. When you go through those moments, Tahri, of like you said, during quarantine, it slowed down. Mm-hmm. What stopped you from saying, okay, this is not working? What makes you keep going? What do you need to keep get past that fear and keep moving?
One thing I would say, my faith, because one thing God and I, anytime when I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to have a panic attack or whatever, God has to he reminds me, like, we've been through this before. I mean, why aren't you getting it? We've been through this before plenty of times. So you need to raise up and trust. So, that, and then because I was developing good rapport with people, they start, slowly, even, slowly, whatever people can do, they would like, especially my friends, they would like contact me, hey, we want this, we want that, or, or they'll gift their friends or family different things like that. And I mean, all I can do is just make the best of it, make the best of it. So that's what kept me going. My friends, I would say the customers that I had that reordered, people that were like telling other people about my business, that pretty much kept me going.
And how do you get yourself? I think a lot of people, when they start a business, they're like, how do I get it out there? How do I get people to know who I am, my product? So if you could give some tips to people?
Okay, this is a great question because I'm still growing. And me and technology, we like a hit and miss.
Yes.
It's not like I do. Kym is over here cracking up.
I have no idea what's going on with my partner. She's rocking back and I can see when the bipolar is kicking in and ADHD. All of our fans, all of our Too Funny Mama fans, we already can see it. It's coming.
Go ahead.
Foot is about
I'm
to go into
laughing
the camera
because Barbara Walters has gotten deep into this interview.
When you bring on a guest and you tell me 10 minutes before, I try to do a little bit of homework I can, and there's some silver nuggets here that people are going to take away. Because I have a feeling when we get nominated again, they're not going to put us in the lifestyle category. They're going to be freaking sticking it to us. So Tahri this going to be our submission tape.
10-minute segment.
Self-help. Thank you.
10-minute segment.
Okay, so I would say no. I mean, because I'm still trying to grow my business also. Because me and technology, I'm not one of those who just keep trying to post and do the TikTok and all this other stuff. Yeah, so I would say my stuff has been word of mouth. And another thing is, even when you get started, because like I said, I started at with this small farmers market in Toluca Lake, and the guys there are great. Yeah, in Toluca Lake, the guys there are great. So on Sundays, Toluca Lake.
Where in Toluca Lake?
Where Toluca Lake is behind the Wells Fargo bank. We're not on the street where you can see us, but it's behind the Wells Fargo, in the Wells Fargo's parking lot. It's diagonally across the street from the Trader Joe's. Every Sunday, 9:30 to 2:30 p.m.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, so pretty much I found myself getting a little complacent because I'm like, oh my goodness, I was afraid to try other markets, or I didn't have the money to because you have to pay whenever you setting up at these different farmers markets and pop-ups. Like some stuff I was still growing in, and I didn't have the money to pay. And then even when I did have the money to pay, I want to say cheap. I got cheap. I was like, wait, that's too much. Because sometimes, especially since COVID, I feel that some places are really trying to take advantage of the vendors too. So it's about like researching and stuff. And then not only that, you just don't want to stay complacent at one spot too. Again, it's still like a leap of faith, and you have to keep traveling. And that's how I was building up my clientele. That's how I was getting my name out there. And like all these great people who saw me at different locations, because I always, whenever I get into something, I always post it on my Instagram, and then people will come and visit. So that's how I was getting my name out there. And this.
I think those are great tips about getting your name out there.
Yeah.
Can I say this right before I forget, Kym, if you would allow me?
Go ahead. I'm laughing at Chris.
I know people when I'm doing stuff, people will give me like little samples. They'll say, "Can I give you just like a sample in a like a little pretty bag, little drawstring bag?" And those I love taking on the road with me because they're tiny. So I applaud people who step out on faith and go, "Geez, there go Beyonce. Let me try to get her this little," not that I am. I'm just saying if it was somebody that would be kind of hard to walk up to, but just like giving them samples. And I'm just saying that to fans. That goes a long way.
Oh yeah. I started with samples when I first did when I did like a little soft launch and stuff. I started with samples, and it was great. It was great to do. But I guess like now, since I've grown and stuff, if I don't have as much as I used to because I was stuck with so much samples. So it's like if people ask for
it
samples,
sure be nice to get a sample or two over here.
Kym,
do you ship to St. Louis?
Give me your address and I'll bring it. I'll personally deliver your stuff.
Oh, she get the personal delivery. All right. I only live 5 minutes.
I mean, well, yeah,
5 minutes a little further. It's a lot of traffic, but if it ain't.
Are you in LA too?
She's right next to me.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm pretty much right next to Kym, minus the crime.
But
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, give me your address. I can either personally deliver or mail it, whatever you want to access to.
You know, you got to get over to Kym's. You got to get over to Kym's place before nightfall, because these people be climbing off the bus stop bench into the backyards.
I don't live too far. I don't live too far from her, so I
you better watch out. Don't take the stench of Kym, because these people be committing crimes in Kym's neighborhood. I don't even like leaving my car there.
Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her.
I know where I'm staying.
My neighborhood's a little bit better.
I know where I'm staying June 11th.
Yeah, you gonna stay with me, because Kym boy, these people climb the bus stop bench and be jumping over the doggone brick wall.
And guess what? I got something for them too. They jumped over. They got something for them.
But this how much Kym.
They didn't jump again.
Tahri, this how much Kym is used to the crime in her neighborhood. If you can get over the fence in the backyard and you go around to the back and you knock on the sliding door, she just look at you. She ain't surprised.
Like,
She don't jump. And then that damn Dexter, that old little yip dog that think he a gangster, gonna run to the door like he gonna do something.
Oh no.
So you can deliver it if you want to. I just
there?
throw it over the gate. Keep running.
Because I'm shocked that someone had caught me without my wig on. So I gotta be cool. I just sit there and stare at them.
You show that she ain't got her glasses on. But Tahri, this has been so nice, and we will it's Oils of the Earth by Tahri, but you don't have to worry about that. How am I going to remember that? It's OTEBT.com. And if you go on social media, you'll get more pictures at OTEBT on social media. Crusty Feet, what you got for that?
Crusty Feet? Oh,
Crusty
let me
Feet.
tell you.
Oh my.
Crusty
I thought
Feet.
that was my nickname.
I did
like,
too.
what?
I thought she was calling you Crusty.
I was talking about it. I don't want to say nothing because the fans get mad. But what you got for Crusty Feet? Fans get mad as soon as I say somebody's specific name. Why you always dogging her? What's Crusty Feet?
I lotioned my feet today.
Yeah,
And it's
hilarious.
it all. Let Tahri show you what you got for Crusty Feet.
Okay, so this is my 2.2 ounces of the lotion stick. And this is a multi-purpose lotion stick, because what a lot of people do also is they use this to, after they pretty much exfoliate their feet, the heels and everything, they slide this balm on, this lotion stick on, and then you put your socks on and just let it marinate. Let those crusty feet marinate, and then you have nice, pretty feet afterwards.
Okay. No, I like my hard surface. I cut my foot the other day and didn't even know I cut it.
You cut your foot on your foot.
Come on now, Kym.
You cut your right foot on your left foot. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God.
Tahri,
No.
we want to say thank you for bringing Oil
Thank
to the
you
Earth
both.
to us.
Yes.
And we would ask our fans, please support a Black business. Please support a small female-owned business. We got these big conglomerates who are really pushing vendors out of business, and that's not right. We really have to support the small businesses. It's so essential because
especially
Tahri
with good products. Yeah,
with good products. Yeah. So although we would like to,
both of you.
definitely, we love you, and we applaud you for stepping out and starting your own business and going.
Thank
and we
you.
wish you all the best in this leg of your journey.
Thank you so much.
and I'm gonna send you my address because I need some of that. I need some of that stuff.
Okay.
But
I'll
before
get
you
some.
go up to the gate, look to the side in front of her bushes. Make sure ain't nobody, because and she got cameras everywhere all in the trees.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
I carry mace on my keychain, so I'll make sure I be there. But send me your information. I'll get it tomorrow.
Sherri will buy your product for everybody. Yes. I will be asking for mine for free.
I do buy. I want to support. I'll buy it for a lot of people. As a matter of fact,
we're going to support you. Absolutely.
I leave everything over there. I'm sorry.
We want to buy 2 packages for 2 Funny Mamas fans.
Here we go.
To give away. So which package do you?
Poor Chris.
I know. Kym, I did a giveaway of something of mine, and we must have 72,000 emails. I did it the wrong way. But we want to give away two Oils of the Earth by Tahri packages.
And if Sherri, here's how. May I jump in?
We'll do it on June 11th. That's what. We'll do.
Yeah, I was gonna, if I may.
Yeah.
So whoever wins this doesn't get it in 2024. We'll use those as giveaways at the live show at the Laugh Factory June 11th, which has been confirmed that it will feature the original Two Funny Mamas lineup with Sherri Shepherd and Kym Whitley.
I resent you saying that I mail out stuff late. I mailed out Frida Payne's book only 6 weeks late, but they got it.
6 months.
The wig.
It took a year, but she got it and she's happy. I'm just saying, your stuff don't melt, do it? Because sometimes it takes a little time to keep it out in the mail. Don't melt.
They're pretty stable. They're pretty stable. Just don't leave it in the heat for too long.
All right, Sherri.
Funny Mamas get it next year. It'll still be popping. All right, good.
Sherri, get 5 or 6 more questions in, and then we'll wrap.
Shut up, Chris.
You know my questions. What are you talking about?
Chris is trying to be sarcastic.
We're gonna buy 2 or 3 Oils of the Earth by Tahri packages, and if you come out June 11th to the Laugh Factory for the Two Funny Mamas show, we will have those gift bags there. Maybe we'll give you something for you and Andre if you win the.
That's right.
But we will have.
Oh, Tahri, are you single?
Yes, I am single.
We'd like to put you in our lottery for the date.
For Andre, his feet crusty. No, is Andre?
No, he got soft.
Nobody loves
girl feet.
He loves a bath. He loves a bath if you got the bath bombs.
He does. We got a friend, Andre. He loves taking a bath in our bath. He would love your body products for men.
Okay.
There's some body products for the men. Yes.
I don't know about putting you in our lottery. I think that was a little disrespectful. That you was gonna throw.
Question, okay. Sherri.
I appreciate it.
We're putting Ty in the thing on the 11th. She gonna come to the show, and you come to the live show at the Laugh Factory. Put it on the calendar. We're gonna bring her there.
Sherri.
Yes, we're gonna bring Ty. Yes.
We need to do like a production meeting. We'll just do part of it here. What if we did I did a live demonstration where I applied some of the products to Kym on stage.
Ooh. How about we just bring in a whole bathtub then? You might as well put the bath bombs in there too then.
Now about you go to Kym's gang-infested neighborhood and do all of that yourself?
If it's during lunch, sure.
Ty, she lives around the block from me. That's what's funny. So it's usually her son running over here breaking down my stuff.
Well, this just took a turn, didn't it?
Oh, great segment, ladies.
Yeah, great segment. Your son be tearing up stuff, Tahri, because he be coming getting that clay from your yard. Tahri sitting there, boy, get that natural clay from Kym's yard.
The natural clay.
Oh, follow Tahri on Instagram. Oh, make it happen.
Tahri, I don't know about your son. I don't know why Kym introduced that into the segment.
You are funny.
We thank you so much. This is so much fun. Goodness. This is Oils of the Earth by Tahri, but it's OTEBT.com. And on social media, Tahri is at OTEBT. So you can go and there are pictures of all the scrumptiousness that she has. But if you come June 11th to the Laugh Factory, we're going to have a brunch for the Two Funny Mamas live show. Then we're going to have a bunch of the Oils of the Earth by Tahri products there for you to browse and shop and get some. And then we'll have some free stuff for you from Tahri.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Thank you so much.
Great.
And apparently Tahri's going to be in the lottery. And if you want to win Tahri, her whole body, to take her home,
Andre.
Kym is lotterized, is auctioning
Tahri,
off Tahri.
Thank you so much for coming on. Great product.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tahri.
Thank you both. Thank you, everybody. You guys are great and beautiful. And thank you so much for having me on the show.
Absolutely. Sending you all our love.
We'll see you soon.
Okay.
See you soon.
Okay, bye.
Oh.
What's wrong with you? I was talking about Jeffrey. I don't know if she got a kid.
You said her son be tearing stuff
I
up.
said
Oh,
your
she was
son.
talking about Jeffrey.
My son don't be
Thank
tearing
you.
nothing up.
Thank
That's
you,
your
Chris.
son. That's your son. My son don't be tearing nothing up. That's Josh.
I don't live in a bad neighborhood. Well, she don't get a
You
joke.
do live in a bad neighborhood. Yes, you do. Your neighborhood is horrible. Got a tennis court in that old gang-infested neighborhood of yours. You live in a horrible neighborhood. They be breaking into cars, jumping over people's fences.
Yeah.
Sherri.
And then Kym got the nerve, Chris. Let me say this before I forget. Kym got the nerve to got a gate that take 10 minutes to close and 15 minutes to open. So if you running from a doggone burglar, the burglar could come in 6-7 times and move a couch and a refrigerator before the gate closed.
An assailant will catch you.
Oh yeah. Oh, the assailant gonna get you. You try to run into Kym's place, and then
I asked the gate man about that. I said, "Is there like a release button I can hit real quick?"
Mr. Gate Man.
And this is Kym when you gotta come in. Just look up in the tree on the third branch, the key hanging from the third branch on the left tree, the second one from the front. Yeah, that bush. Climb up on the bush, look behind it, and there's the key right there. You don't see it dangling? It's got a red bow on it.
Because I don't feel like coming out opening the door.
Gate. And then the gate, usually the new gates, if you step in front of the gate, it's got a sensor that will stop. You better not be in front of Kym's gate. That sucker will split you in half. It does not stop rolling. As I almost found out with my car.
Oh, no.
It only hit 2 cars. What I found out is the sensor does not recognize silver. So I'm only...
Oh,
gosh.
My car was out there in front of that damn gate, and that gate, I was looking at the gate, and I'm like, oh shoot, it's not gonna stop.
It's colorblind. It got a problem. So yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
In your crime-ridden neighborhood.
Infested.
Your crime-infested neighborhood. And anytime anything happens, you can hear it, right? And you sitting on the toilet in Kym's bathroom, then you hear a car crash. You hear everything outside. She ain't got no kind of, insulation from the noise. You
I
can hear.
want to know what's happening.
If it's a fire, you can hear it. If it's leaves crackling, you sitting on the toilet just scared. What's that?
Well, it is bad over here. When I lived next to the alley, next to an alley for 14 years, nothing happened.
You was about Walgreens too,
with
weren't
the
you?
horses. It was next to the Rite Aid. The only thing happened right before I moved, somebody slit somebody's throat.
No,
that was the only thing. And the cops came and asked me for footage from my cameras. And I told them, those are just decoys to scare me.
Kym's cameras are good. We were working for Tom Joyner, the Tom Joyner Morning Show. Kym got a notification on her phone. The Federal Express was throwing your package over in the neighbor's yard. You could see it on your camera. That's crazy.
I called him. I was yelling on the thing. I said, I see you threw that in there. I saw you.
Can you imagine? You're the guy delivering. You just been sitting all day, and then all of a sudden, Sugar from Friday Part 2 is screaming at you.
Yes.
tell you, you have to beware where you move. You have to beware.
You got to research it.
You got to research it. And because Kym can't make a decision, she'll say she want to move, but it's going to take her 12 years before she actually do. So your friend, your guest was really quite wonderful. Oils of the Earth by Tahri at otebt.com.
Show her some love.
Please show her love and in your comments say two funny mamas. Why are you putting up a Costco? We're not giving Costco any advertising space. Costco has to pay for that. So take that down.
I was reading the Costco sales.
Why don't we put that
book
down?
Well, stop talking about it. We ain't trying to be telling people to go to Costco. We're trying to tell them to go to Oils of the Earth by Tahri. Do you know what it is? Can I tell you something, Missy? Because Kym was late today. To sign on to my podcast.
Wait. I was on time late, but my mouse was not working. I was trying to fix it. By the time I got on here, I figured, okay, when I go on, we're going to start. I get on. You are on for another 10 minutes with Chris. Oh, I need the picture with Kevin Hart. I need the picture with such and such. Well, all he got to do is screenshot. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at me. Look at me. I need all my stuff of me. Well, that picture's not right. Oh, and Chris could snatch them all off your Instagram and be done with it. But you're such a control freak. You won't even let him screenshot. I'm like, and Chris, you go ahead and snicker louder. She's ridiculous.
I like stuff right. I like stuff right. Like when I get on my podcast and the guest is on the podcast, I'm like, who are you? And she's like, hi. And I'm going, who are you? Because
as busy
Kym,
as you are, it doesn't matter. I'm surprised you're on the podcast.
Did you think
I
you
might have
crashed?
needed her to co-host.
Did you think you crashed somebody's podcast?
I did. I thought she was doing another podcast. I said, look at this. Chris, he hedging his bets. He got another two funny mamas.
That's right.
Two black ladies coming on. I said,
funny
another
aunties.
black woman get on this podcast. Right. Yeah, two funny aunties. He just getting all the black women on his podcast umbrella. Look at this. He win one NAACP Image Award. He gone black.
I heard our awards are on their way.
You told me that 2 weeks ago, but okay, all right.
I didn't tell you that.
I think I said it last week, didn't I?
Oh,
I
Chris said it.
Because I wanted to make it like a big to-do at the live show.
See what happens, Chris? You see her little smart-ass mouth? When she didn't have shit to do but this podcast, she was sweet as pie. Now she thinks she, ooh, you the queen of talk now. Ooh, I'm opening up for the big people. This is what happens to celebrities when you say, what happened to her? Oh, she was so nice.
Yeah.
Kym, what happened to your girl?
Can I tell you something? I want to apologize to you. I was telling Chris a little bit about it. So I'm on the Full Circle tour with Babyface.
No, you don't talk about that on the podcast. You don't want to get cussed out on the podcast.
Bring it up. We should make this a segment, though. As Sherri continues to get bigger, Sherri's apologies every week on the podcast.
Yeah, this will be the segment, Sherri's apology, because I always got to apologize for everything. And I'm very embarrassed. Here's the dilemma, Chris. So I get 6 comp tickets to give out to guests.
That you expressly kept me away from when you came to St. Louis. Got it.
Yeah, because you weren't going to get to hang with me. So, you don't have a date or nobody in your life. So why am I giving you a ticket?
Kym, she's like, if we're not hanging out backstage, you're not going to go to this concert. You hear me, Chris? I don't want you out there in that crowd.
I didn't say it like that. I said,
she attacked
there's no reason for you to come because you have nothing going on in your life and nobody. So why am I giving you a free ticket?
Nobody likes you.
That's what I said.
And you're ugly.
Nobody likes you.
That's the real Sherri Shepherd.
But you had a friend come. She had a good time, didn't she?
That was a community. That was somebody I sent. Sherri was very kind, and her and Kevin hooked up. A lady that has done a ton of like really cool community work in St. Louis, and that was very nice of you. All kidding aside, that was very cool.
And there's another. And I told you I gave 2 tickets to BFlat, Kym, and I gave her a shout out from the daggone stage.
That was my favorite.
I said I got a special friend here. She's one of the most underrated comics. Give it up for B-Flat. They clapping. I go, where's B-Flat? The lady in the front going, I be B-Flat. I'm like, hey.
Where was B-Flat? Where was she?
Girl,
cut to the phone call, Sherri.
I called B and I said, B, Because I gave her another shout out when I came to introduce Kym. And I said, where were you? And she said, oh, girl, you know, I had the ticket. I went over my auntie house and we was drinking. Girl, I woke up face down on the bed. Dennison carried me home. I was face down on the bed. Oh, girl. I was going to come. Which is why you suffering now. So anyway, this is LA. And so I thought.
But wait. Before you get to LA, let's back up. Chris, what city did I say I was coming to? And she said, don't come because I ain't going to be there but a day. What city, Chris?
St. Louis.
Boom. Let's start there. I said, pick a city. I'm going to come to one. We said, oh, St. Louis. I could have gone to any city. But she said, no, don't go to, we ain't got no time. Why don't you just come to the show in LA? Continue.
Okay, so I thought, because they know I'm from LA, that they would give me a large amount of tickets. So I called people and I was like, hey, you want to come to the concert? Hey, Niecy, you want to bring a guest to the concert? Hey, everybody. Hey, Kym, do you want to bring it? And I thought they was going to give me. So I even called Kym and was like, you can bring 2 people, not even a +1. You can bring 2 people. And then, you know, I told everybody the time to be there. And then I was informed that because it was selling out so fast, I was only getting my 6 tickets. They might be able to give me an additional 2. But I had like 32 people on the guest list to get free tickets. So I had to make the very heart-wrenching, embarrassing text to everybody. And it started out with, I'm so embarrassed, but can you give me a little grace? I can't give you no tickets to this concert. I sent that to Niecy. I sent it to Kym. And everybody sent Lunel.
Who the 6 people you got the tickets for? Who the 6 and who the 8? How the hell I get cut up? Because I could have flown to Vegas this Friday. I don't have to be in LA. I wanted to come see you. But I could call Kym myself and ask him for some tickets. But it could be like, yo, go ahead.
I called all the people who had money to buy the tickets first. Anybody who had a hard, like financial hardship, I didn't call them. And then I was going to pay for everybody's ticket.
But are they going to be good seats?
Yeah, because like if it was going over in other cities, I would pay. But LA, the tickets is expensive. So paying for an additional friggin' 18 people, it was like a lot. And so I still got to move to New York. I ain't got paid yet. And I still got to move to New York. And so I called Kym. Well, first I had to take a ticket away from her. So I had to take a ticket. Then I really felt bad.
Sherri, can you reenact Kym taking the message that you would be retracting her tickets? Like, all right, so sorry, Kym.
No. It started, Chris. Let's be honest. First she said, how many tickets you need? I said, I'll just probably bring somebody else. She said, no, you can use me. I said, okay, well, I'll make it a girls' night. I'll take 3 tickets. Let's start there. Then I get a text message.
I texted her back.
Right. This was last week. She was like, hey, I'm going to need one of them tickets. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, cool. Then yesterday, I get this, Lord have mercy, soft on my heart in my pocket. I over-invited people. I'm not going to be able to get you any tickets. I said, wait a minute, you went from, but no, it went down like each time. And I had 1 ticket left. And you was like, I'm going to need that one too.
So I am very sorry. I don't have any tickets for you. And I had to tell Niecy the same thing. And I told Lunel the same thing. I told everybody, Gina, that I invited, if you have money, you have to buy your own ticket.
So the 6 people that you got the tickets for don't have money for the tickets.
No, they don't. They actually don't. They're really like, this is, and so, but you're going to appreciate the concert so much more if you buy the tickets yourself. You really
it's a lesson. It's a lesson.
Yeah, because here's the thing. If I give you free tickets and I give Niecy free tickets and I give Lunel free tickets, y'all take it for granted. And you might be late. You might, you might get drunk like BFlat and wake up face down on the bed.
Now that was disrespectful.
or you might, it just, but when you have to pay that money, you appreciate it more. And I want you to,
Yeah.
I want you to get that
I don't
lesson.
even like concerts.
But you would like this one. But you really want to take a guy with you. I wouldn't do it.
Right, that's why I'm probably not coming.
Yeah, what do you mean you're not coming? You gotta come.
When is it, Sunday?
It's Saturday.
Where's it at?
This Saturday. Huh?
Where's it at?
Oh.
It's at the Nokia. What do you mean you can't come? You gotta come. You gotta see me because
Stevie Wonder want me to do something with him.
Stevie Wonder. Well, if you come
drop.
late, he'll see that you came late. I mean, he'll think you came at the right time.
He'll see it, huh?
Yeah. Stevie Wonder. Let me tell you something. Stevie Wonder can see Kym.
That's so I
don't
hear.
believe
So I
blind
hear.
for a minute when he around Kym because
Yeah.
every time she walk in front of Stevie Wonder, his head turned, and I'll be looking at him like, you can see.
No,
Stevie can smell me. That's my boy.
That's what it is, because his head sure do turn when you walk by, switching.
Because I wear that natural deodorant, and sometimes it wears off.
Yeah, and you don't be taking a shower for a whole week. That's weird.
Hey, personal
Listen.
Excuse me, we
business.
talked about it on the website, on the podcast.
You ain't got to make it that long. It ain't a
What did
week.
Well, what did you say? 2 days? What?
Sometimes.
Suffice it to say, whatever it is, when you go past Stevie Wonder, his head turned. So
Sherri.
he's smelling
Now,
something.
I have a question and a follow-up question, if I may. So Saturday, as you've broken Kym's heart and wallet, Nokia holds how many people?
I don't know.
10,000 probably, would you say?
I don't know.
That's a good number.
Let's say like 10,000. I think maybe you've got a little bit of...
Alexa, how many seats are in the Nokia Center in Los Angeles?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
See? It's too many people ask.
Well, so we'll say 10,000. I think that ain't shit. And I think Sherri did something for 45,000 people the other night. Did you see this?
Yeah. I opened and did stand up for 45,000 people. 45 at the Dodger Stadium. It was sold out for Gabriel Iglesias. Fluffy is his stage name. There you go. Hit that.
Is that the same?
The stage was huge. It was huge.
It looks little, but it was big, huh?
No, it was big, and he had a stage where you go down 3 steps, and it was another stage that I also went down. But it was sold out. It was last Saturday night.
Netflix is a joke.
How
right?
long in advance did you know you were doing this show?
Oh, I knew it about 30 to 45 days. I could not say anything.
She hinted at it.
Because I said I had big news, but when Gabriel Iglesias called me, he said, "What are you doing next Saturday?" I said, "I got a spot at the Laugh Factory." He said, "I am doing Dodger Stadium. I've sold out. It's 45,000 people. Would you open for me?" And I started crying because Gabe Iglesias.
You opened for him before.
In Hawaii in front of 9,000 people. But he's one of the top touring comics. He brings in 60 million a year touring, and he sells out 10, 12,000 seaters all over the world. And so the fact that he didn't pick like the hot young Latina comic, that he thought of me to bring me on stage. And so he said I couldn't tell anybody. He said I could wear what I wanted. So I wore a blue sequin jumpsuit with blue and white heels.
So you knew for 45 days and you couldn't say, "Kym, you want to come to the concert?" The day before?
I didn't invite anybody. Marcus, my cousin, went.
Look at this.
But Fluffy's my friend. I started Fluffy. You couldn't, me, one ticket.
Fluffy used to bring me home when my car was repossessed. He would give me a ride.
Yes, we knew him right at that. I'm saying, one of the oldest friends we are. You could have one person, me and Marcus.
I just couldn't. I didn't want it to get out because I knew if it got out, well, I actually could have told you because you wouldn't have remembered because your memory. So I actually could have said something to you, but I wanted to keep my word because I don't want Gabe to say, "Hey, did you tell anybody? Why is this my part crazy? Did you tell anybody?" And so I didn't say nothing. You know me, I can't.
And why he didn't want anybody to know? What was the secret?
This is what he said. He said, "I want you to walk out and people to be surprised and scream."
Oh,
that's what he said.
Okay.
He said, I want them to be so surprised. And let me tell you, so we were going in the stadium, and it was all Latino people.
But this is weird because you tell me all the secrets. You're starting to hold secrets now. You have never, not even stuff you ain't supposed to tell me, you tell me. Now this is weird.
Because he said no, and I didn't want it to. He said I didn't want to look at
even
the eyes.
secrets you ain't supposed to tell me. I think you forgot this one.
No, I didn't forget it. I just didn't say nothing. But I should have invited you because when we were down there, it was all Latino people, and I rolled down the window, and they was like, "Oh, that's what's her name? Oh, that's what's her name?" Like nobody knew my name. And I said, oh, shoot. Then that's when I started getting scared. And I was like, oh, my gosh. And they just kept going, that's what's her name? And I was like, well, it's the start. So when I got on stage, I said, I'm not Octavia Spencer. They cracked up. They thought I was Octavia. I said, I'm not Oprah. And I'm going to kill that person who called me RuPaul behind my back. But the roar of 45,000 people. He made history. He's the third comic that has ever played an arena. Kevin Hart played the Staples Center. Gabe also played the Staples Center and sold out 3 days in a row. But can I tell you, like 40 years to the date, the government took all of the Mexican people's land and forced them out to build Dodger Stadium. And then to that date, there was Gabriel Iglesias, and he sold out Dodger Stadium with 45,000 Hispanic people. It was so momentous. He cried. I said his mother would have been so proud of him. But Kym, to go out there and you hear 45,000 people laughing at your jokes. I don't know it was amazing.
No, it was amazing. I had a similar experience to that, but it was for the Delta's convention, but it wasn't my jokes they were to hear. What was amazing is it was Raisin Whitley was a hot show. And it was 35,000 people. And they chanted,
wow.
Joshua. And, biblically, that just was, like you said, it just,
spiritual.
I stood there. They didn't say Whitley, Raisin Whitley. They just, 35,000 chanting Joshua. I wish I would have recorded it. I was blown away. That's one thing I would never forget.
It is such a spiritual experience. I cried when I got
congratulations.
He hugged me, and I just said, I was so grateful and humbled, and I told him, thank you for that. So I want to say thank you, Gabriel Iglesias, because ageism is so real in Hollywood, and it wasn't lost on me, that he had asked me, and they had celebrities there. And so my business manager, Kevin, he looked at the list and he said, oh my God, Martin Lawrence is going to be there performing. And I said, Martin Lawrence, why would he be there? He said, and they selling Martin Lawrence's merchandise. And I said, Martin, he said, yeah, it says Martin. I looked at it. It's Martin, who's a Mexican comic. Martin, he didn't have his glasses on. So he going over there to Gabe talking about, that's great that you got Martin Lawrence. We all standing there. It's this Mexican band that's real big in Mexico. They about to sing. It's another guy who plays a guitar. He's huge in Mexico. I can't remember his name. And then he's like, Martin Lawrence. He goes, Martin. I was so embarrassed. Because there's only two black people there. It was me, Marcus, and the dudes that work at Dodger Stadium. I said, oh my goodness. But I got to tell you, you've been sick. You didn't get to go. Thank you, Gabriel. Kevin Hart had a brunch for Netflix is a Joke, and we missed you.
Yeah, I heard. I missed my show, Netflix is a Joke, Friday. I was supposed to be on stage.
You and Amy Schumer, you both were sick. Oh my goodness, you were sick. Amy Schumer was sick. She had to cancel. We missed you because this is where Kym Whitley shines. If there is a party and there is a lot of people, I get irritated. Even Lonnie told me to stop complaining. She said, you complain all the time. Why are you complaining? I was like, because it's too many people pushing me. We got to take a picture with the cops. Hey, stop pushing on me, Quinta Burris. I'm not playing with you. From
Quinta was there.
I had to tell Gina Yashere, step on my foot one more time, Gina. Quinta, I done told you to stop shoving on me. It was so many, you know me, and I complain, I get irritable. You love that, Kym. Kym lights up in a crowd, and she knows everybody. Kym don't even know you, and she know you. She will act like she has seen you in a long time, be hugging you, don't know who you are. That's what I love about my friend. But Kevin Hart and his production company, Heartbeat Productions, they have done a multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix, and they've partnered together. And so they're going to create all of this content for actors, writers, and directors, original comedy content. Kevin Hart, now we both known Kevin when he had pimples on his face and didn't have a car. To see his company so big, Kevin got a CEO, a COO, a CNN, a LVN. He got legal counsel for his production company. He got a watch line, like these Rolex like watches. He got a wine line.
Real estate.
He's got real estate. Like, he's a mogul. So to see him, to see his general counsel, his CEO, I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell is going wrong with Two Funny Mamas? Where did we go wrong? I'm looking at this, Kym. Like, where is our empire? We got a girl eating chicken on the screen. Where's our COO? That's Chris. Okay, all right. Where's our general counsel?
Oh.
That's Chris. Okay. Where's our doggone freaking, COO and CEO? Andre. We got Andre and Chris. They fulfilling all the roles. The Two Funny Mamas.
Can we offload some work to Andre? Can we do some of that? Can we start sending him some clips and things like that?
You know what our COO Andre does? He sits in the bathtub and takes pictures of his feet. That's our COO, Andre Lavelle.
Oh, I love it. Go ahead, Kym.
What's
Sorry.
my picture? Kym, I had this.
And show the pictures of the people. I gotta
Are you leaving?
Step out. I gotta just for a few seconds. Tell who. I gotta
go.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Go.
All right, Sherri, talk me through this. So here's the first one, and there's another one in there with a group. But if you could talk us through some of these photos. I recognize so many people, and then there's another one I want to talk about too. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, there were so many because it was a brunch for comics. So you see Lonnie Love. There's Chris Spencer. That's Niecy Nash. I'm in the Tiffany blue dress. Next to me is Quinta Burris, the creator, the writer, executive producer and star of Abbott Elementary. She's really short. Mm-hmm. Next to her is Kevin Hart. Next to Kevin Hart is Gina Yashere, who is executive producer of I Heart Abishola, Bob Hart's Abishola.
Yeah, Bob Hart's Abishola, yeah.
Bob Hart, then there's
Earthquake's
country
behind you.
Back there. Earthquake is behind
Rodney
me.
Perry.
Amanda Seals is behind me. Rodney Perry. There was a lot of, it just was Dion Cole from Blackish was there. Miss Pat, she's got a show on BET. It was so many comics.
Pull up that other group picture, Grace. I wanted to point something out if I could, Sherri.
Now, if you zoom this picture, and where is Kevin Hart looking? Like, if you just make this picture.
I see two things he might be looking at.
Look at what Kevin Hart is looking at. You think he was saying hi to me? He ain't even looking at my face. He's looking at my boobs. Look at that. I know my boobs are big. And Kevin Hart says to me, he goes, "Wow, Sherri, hello."
Is that Ben Glebe? Is that Ben Glebe in the back and left with the orange glasses?
It could be Ben Glebe.
I think that's Ben Glebe. He's a comic.
Oh, there's Tiffany Haddish next to Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
That's Tiffany Haddish in the green. And then you got Affion Crockett. So many people at this brunch for Netflix is a joke. It was like they had it going on for like a.
Was there one other group picture?
It may be. I don't know. But Tiffany Haddish, like everybody just came in. That's Earthquake. That's me and Earthquake. Picture. That's a really good picture. And who else did I get a picture with? It was so many people. And I kept saying, this is where Kym would shine because it was so many people. Are there any more?
Yeah, we got one more. Give us just a second. But so wait. So how did he organize this, and where was the brunch at?
It was at some guy who's a big mogul. His mansion in Beverly Hills, and you had to wait to take a shuttle, and you winded up this one long street, and literally the views of Los Angeles were amazing from his place. So he didn't have like a white picket fence. He had plexiglass. So no view was obstructed. And he had 3 levels to his house. So it was just, there were comics that I didn't see because they were downstairs in the basement. There was a lot of famous people.
That was Kevin's house?
No, that wasn't a girl. You know, Kevin ain't gonna have all them people at his house.
I was like,
it was some rich guy who rents out the house, and it was in Beverly Hills. So we went, a lot of food, a lot of wine. And you know what I love about Kevin? These are the qualities that Kevin and Gabriel Iglesias have in common. Gabriel, I think, is right behind Kevin in touring. Kevin makes over $60 million a year touring and doing stand-up. They both brought up their people. All of the comics in their circle, they bring with them. They take them on the road with them. They create opportunities for them.
That is,
Gabe is like that.
I'll back that up with Gabe, Sherri. Sorry to interrupt you. I did a podcast with a guy named Ian Bagg that was on All Things Comedy. Ian is a monster. This is what I was going to say. Ian's very funny and very hard to follow. That just says a lot about Gabe, that he brings people like you. And then he took Ian to Europe several times, and that's not easy to follow every night. And then to have talented people like you too, I loved hearing that.
I mean, Gabe took me on my first big gig, was 9,000 people to Hawaii. He said to me, he said, I don't want to insult you, but would you be my guest and open for me? And I said, of course, Gabe, what comedy club? He said, it's an arena, holds 9,000 people. And I said, wow, is it here in LA? He said, no, it's Hawaii. And Kym, when I tell you, first class tickets for me and my guests, two hotel suites. We went around everywhere with him. And he paid me. Like, he had my money right there when I got off stage. He is a class act, but he and Kevin both bring up their comics, their friends that they started with. They also are very giving. So Kevin does the same thing where he helps you with opportunities. You can always call Kevin and get advice if you still have his phone number, because it got the same one. You can always call him for advice. Gabriel Iglesias is the same way. So looking at these qualities, I'm like, wow, you know, the one thing they don't do, they don't eat chicken on the camera. So I'm thinking, and maybe that's why Two Funny Mamas, we ain't
That's
got
a banana, because I got this medicine I've been taking. It leaves a horrible taste. That's why I keep eating. I don't know how to get the taste out my mouth. It is horrible.
I got another
Chris
photo.
Shut up, Chris.
Wait, what was that, Sherri? Go ahead. I stepped on a great joke. Take that photo down. Let's focus on Sherri.
Chris can help you get that bad taste out your mouth.
There it is.
And it might be worse.
No, what's that? But that's the picture. That's that last group picture.
Can I back this up? This is on your Instagram, Sherri. To back up your claim, tell me who you see in the photo. Give me that, and then I just want to say something when you're done, please.
There's Earthquake at the left with Lonnie Love. Behind Lonnie Love is Niecy Nash. Behind Niecy Nash is Miss Pat. On the other side of Niecy Nash is Dion Cole.
Miss Pat was there.
Next, once it's getting blurry further away, but Country Wayne was there. Your boyfriend was there. Country Wayne. His face is covered. In front of me is Kevin Hart. Behind Kevin Hart, I think that's Amanda Seales. Oh no, that's Quinta Burris. Tiffany Haddish is next to Kevin Hart. I know he's a comic. I can't remember his name. Gina Yashere. Behind Gina is Chris Spencer. Behind Chris Spencer, next to Chris Spencer is Rodney Perry. Affion Crockett is behind Tiffany Haddish. As they get further back, they got blurry. But it was Kym. It was so many comics there, up and coming comics and established comics.
Except for me.
Except for you. You were very missing. People were like, where's Kym? Like, Kym would have been front and center right there. But people would have been mad because Kym is taller than all of these people. She's taller than everybody. So they'd have been mad at her because she was up in the front.
Is that
because I'd have been up in the front.
You'd have been up in the front. Like Niecy's behind. But was there one with Lonnie Love? My dress. I love my dress. But I had to hold my stomach in the whole time, Kym. It was awful.
I see is that little Dickie in the back? He's got a TV show called Dave. Okay, so do you see it would be top left of...
No, little Dickie.
Yeah, I do.
With the orange glasses.
He has a TV show called Dave.
Sherri doesn't know a little Dickie.
Oh, no. The guy in the orange glasses is named Ben Glebe.
Never had one that didn't meet. What?
Ben Glebe is in the orange glasses. He hosts a TV show called Idiot Test, and he's a stand-up Gets.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's in the very back left? Is that your boy Jay in the very back, Kym?
I can't see. It's so
Jay who?
Jay Farrow. Can you zoom
Oh,
in?
I'm sure that's Jay Farrow.
Was Jay there, Sherri?
I think he was there.
Okay, so if
Yeah, I
you
saw
zoom
another
in,
picture of him.
keep going. All right, so you see, Chris Spencer. You see Chris Spencer?
Yes,
Or
I'll
no,
wait to
Chris-
the right with the white shirt.
Okay,
on.
Chris Spencer's on the right. So if you go all the way to the other side and we go that back corner where it might be Jay Farrow, then you see
That's
the
Jay
white.
Farrow.
Okay.
That's Jay Farrow.
So you got Jay Farrow back there, and then you have the white guy in the orange, and then you see
Yes.
the gentleman behind the girl kind of looking to the right. Do you see that guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is that?
He's a comic from St. Louis who writes on Miss Pat's show. And my point is to back this up of all things. I love bringing this stuff full circle.
I was hoping because it's taking 10 minutes.
Vincent Bryant is a talented comic from St. Louis who writes on Miss Pat's show, and he did one of Kevin Hart's like comic searches, his TV shows. I believe he was on that a few years ago, and Vincent's on the come up. I saw Vincent in this photo, and I got so excited. I was like, we got to talk about Vincent Bryant. He's a nice guy, very talented, and it
that's what
speaks to
Kevin
what
did
you're
for
talking.
him.
Exactly, yeah, and Miss Pat, and yeah, it's cool to see.
That's what Kevin does for comics, and he was adamant about wanting to help comics. And it was so funny because he kept saying, "There's so many Netflix executives in the room. Go talk to them." And I'm like, "Well, who are they? Just show that one last picture of my dress."
We have a video too. You want to see that?
Yo, look at that girl. Look at my booty. This from these squats.
Replay it.
Friggin' doing squats all the time.
Kym, look up. We're gonna replay this for you. Kym.
Kym, that's from
I
the
was making a
trainer.
note.
That's Chingy playing in the background. What are you doing playing Chingy at the show? Maybe not.
Oh
I
my
don't know. It
gosh.
sounded like
I'm
Chingy.
just saying that it was really, and I want you to hurry up and get well and your temperature to go down, Kym, because you have to be at these events because
It's over
people are
now.
asking about you. Okay, well then, wipe the snot up off your nose and put some hair on because you need to be at these events because people were
It's
asking about you. And I was getting irritated because I was like, I can't hold this Voss water. My shoe is broken.
She's
Hold
doing
my
a
purse.
movie. That's what you tell her.
But she's doing a movie. I just said she's not here. But I can say.
You know where she will be
They
June
can
11th?
see that they can see I'm not there.
Wait, I want to talk about some stuff with you. So that's my thing. Here's some stuff I want to
Okay,
hit
but we
with
gotta
you.
hurry up because we are over an hour and I have another meeting.
Always. Okay, then what do you think about Kevin
We
Samuels?
started at an hour and 10 minutes ago.
What do you think
I
about
just
Kevin
let
Samuels?
you know.
What do you think about Kevin Samuels?
Who?
Okay, you don't know him, so we're not going to talk about him. All right.
I know who Kevin Samuels is. Oh, yeah, we
so
do need to mention that. Oh, of course I know who he is.
Kevin Samuels is a
Our
relationship.
prayers go out to his family. Go ahead.
Okay, Kevin Samuels is a relationship expert, or I say that
Hold
with
up.
quotes.
Is he a relationship expert?
I
Could
said it with
really-
air quotes.
Can you address
I
this?
said
That
it with
is a
air quotes.
dude during the pandemic that found a niche talking about women. That's what he is.
But he would say very incendiary things like, if you want to, he coined the term high level earner. And if you would, he would say to women that if you were over 35, you would never get a man who's a high level earner. Or, why would a man want leftovers when he could get the real thing? Why would a high level earner want a woman who, it was a lot of stuff that women, some took to heart, some didn't agree with. But he had a heart attack. He was 56 years old and he passed away. But he had 1.4 million followers because he had, it was very divided on people listening to him because he was very tough love. He would tell you, he would always say, like if he was talking to you, Kym, he'd go, "What's your dress size?" And if you got snippy with him, he would get mad because he would say if you big, it would be hard for you to get a man. He said if you're in your 50s, it's over. You're not gonna find nobody. You have to think about after 35. You got to share a man because a man. He would say if you have kids.
What? Oh, he
kids,
was crazy.
Men don't want women. I mean, it was just.
And I know I wanted to get with Kevin because I'd be like, as soon as you turn off that mic, I know what we're gonna be doing. So talk all your talk while you talking. But the truth
Well, it's very
is when you turn
interesting
that
you
mic
say
off.
that, because the woman he was with was 32, which typically he's saying is out of his range. And it was like a one night stand. He met her at a restaurant. They came to the apartment to have sex. He had a heart attack on top of her.
Exactly, because she put it on him, that old coochie. Okay, sorry.
But that's what he talked about. Like, men will go to bed with you, but they won't marry you if you are over 35. And the thing that I would listen to Kevin Samuels. And the thing that I said is, when Kevin would talk to you, he took away all aspects of faith, all aspects of, he said in your 20s was when you're supposed to be looking for a high level earner. But when you have kids, like, nobody wants to be with you and take on your kids. But when you're in your 20s, you're not thinking. And where is grace? Where is evolution? Where is evolving? I think he took away all of that. I think a lot of women went away from talking with him feeling worse than when they got there, which I don't think is supposed to be. I do think he was right when he was saying, if you are a person, you 300 pounds, you don't take care of yourself, and you over here going, well, Michael B. Jordan is gonna come into my life because that's all I want. I'm 300 pounds. I don't want to do nothing, but I want a fine man. I want him to be fit. I don't want him to have no kids, but I got 4 running around. I don't want then you got to be practical. I think that when you get a man, you want somebody that complements who you are. There's not, the percentage of rich men in America is not close to 100%. There's very few rich people as in comparison to how many women there are. So we have to be practical. Right. As we get older, it is harder to find someone or have somebody find us as we get older. It just is. Wait.
I don't know about find somebody. I think it's more of find what we like with all the stipulations.
Do you think as you get older, like,
I can go out and get a dude off the ground right now by the bus station? Huh?
Do you feel, I didn't hear what you said because I know it was something funny that I would have laughed at.
But I'm just saying, men, they laying all around under the freeways. There's men everywhere. What I'm saying is,
this is a discussion I would love to have with more women. There's a lot of men out here, but a lot of women, especially with social media, go, well, he got to be like this, and he got to make 6 figures, and then he got to be, well, then what do you look like? Because let me tell you something about men, especially if you're talking men and you want an athlete or somebody in the entertainment industry, somebody who's a big lawyer, they want their woman to look good too.
And what you doing, right? That's true.
What you want is what they want. So and this is why I love listening to Kevin, because it was literally women coming on there going, I ain't got to do nothing. My punani is good because I know I was a hoe, but I'm not a hoe no more, but I know he gonna want this. And Kevin would be like, don't think so. You have to know who you are. You have to know who would compliment you. If you don't like going to the gym, then you got to get a man that he don't like going to the gym neither.
Oh yeah, you can't. I don't want a gym rat dude that likes to go to the gym. It's unless you've been knowing. I know a guy who loves going to the gym, but he's been knowing me since college, so it ain't gonna matter. But a guy that I have met guys that love going to the gym, and then this one it ain't gonna work. When they were like, so when you gonna start working out? Right? Nope, that's not. You ain't me. I wasn't in the gym.
There are really good men, but you have so many women who says he's got to make a certain amount of money. Let me tell you something about men who make a lot of money. There's qualities that come along with men who make a lot of money. And you know this, Kym, because you've dated a lot of men who make a lot of money. Men who make a lot of money, they want what they want, when they want it, where they want it, how they want it. And are you able to deal with that? Also, men who make a lot of money are always busy. Is that what you need in your life? Is that going to complement your life if you have 3 children and you want a man to make a whole bunch of money? A lot of times they're gone. So are they going to be good for you and your children? What are you doing to attract a man that makes a lot of money? Because sometimes that, as opposed to there's a lot of good men out here, this man may be a plumber. Now his butt crack shows all the time because the pants don't stay up. But is he a good man? Like, who do you need? So I think it was very interesting listening to Kevin. I don't like the way he made some women feel because he felt it was a
plumbers
woman.
make a lot of damn money. My plumber charged me $65 an hour. I'm looking for a plumber then.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you, if they're in a union, you better look for the ones that be in the union.
Oof.
If you are a producer of a podcast, now are you making six figures?
Co-owner of
if you had money.
Co-owner of a business,
Overcharging.
co-owner of a media company, not just a producer of a podcast.
But look at, let me tell you, I'm going to use Chris as an example. If you go out with Chris, he ain't never home. Chris always at the studio with us. This man this ninja over here be having all of these podcasts. He want to get back in the
That's
editing
true.
booth, telling Key what to do. He ain't never home.
But I think once you put it on him, he'll make a way home. You know,
He'll make a way home.
Is that the plan?
you know, they start rearranging their schedule. Key being there by herself. Oh, he figured out. Trust and believe. I've seen it happen. Ain't you supposed to be in the studio recording? He'll get there when he get there. Man, you gonna mess up everything. Don't worry about it. I've changed a lot of things.
I think Kevin Samuels is a topic because you have to go. I'd love to explore, but he passed away. I don't like anybody passing away, but I think that also he just was very hard. He was very hard on Black women, and I didn't like that.
He passed away doing what he likes to do. He passed away happy, and he passed away.
Why do people always say when you pass away having sex you happy? If you can't breathe and your heart stops, why is that a happy place to pass away?
Ask any man, where would they like to pass away at? Trust me.
And that's what they would say. That's what they would say.
Yeah. Chris?
So we don't.
Chris?
What position, though?
Oh, gee.
Right.
Well, he was missionary. He fell on top. Well, it could have been other positions because if he just had a heart attack and fell on her. But
he fell on top, yeah.
It was during, and it was a nurse.
I don't like, I don't
But
weigh
this
it.
is what I didn't
it.
understand. Why did she give him CPR? I didn't understand that.
She tried to. She tried, but when she made the 911 call, she was trying to give him CPR. And apparently she called downstairs and asked him if they had a defibrillator. No apartment building have no defibrillator. You getting a security guard who just working part-time. But she did try to give him. So it must
have been a massive heart attack. Yeah, she couldn't bring him back.
She couldn't bring him back. So our condolences to Kevin Samuels' family. I don't know, I don't know. It was a lot of women that didn't feel good after he talked to them. And there was some women who did feel good after he talked to them. Women would call and say, but one lady said, he said, you're going to have to share a man because you over 35. And she said she would. I'm not into the man sharing. And he said, you got kids? And she said, yes, but I'm willing to let their father have custody of them. Because he said, ain't no man going to want to get with your kids. He want to have his own kids. He don't want your kids. And she said, because it wouldn't be fair to have a man take on my kids. And I'm sitting here going, what Kool-Aid are you drinking, ma'am? That's the thing. You are attached at the hip to your kids. So if you get a man, you want to make sure that he respects your children. He ain't got to love them, but he respects them and he's willing to take that on and be a man figure in his life. You don't want no man that you got to ship your kids off to their daddy so he don't have to deal with them. That's not the man that compliments you. I was kind of mad. And she was like, yes, I will share. You don't have to share. I don't believe that we got to share men. I really don't. I would love to hear from
believe you just share them if you want to share them. Like
you would share a man. You don't mind sharing, Kym. You said that.
I would share a man.
I'm not sharing.
But he got to be really rich. I mean, we shared Tom Joyner. We've been sharing him for years.
We had a lot of money.
Yeah.
We had a lot of money. But we wasn't looking
That's what I'm saying. The man got to have a lot of money.
But it's different. If I fell in love with Tom Joyner, I'm not sharing him with you. That's freaking all that stops.
Oh, because you in love now?
Because you're in love. But see, you're like, you got a lot of testosterone flowing through your body. So you don't mind sharing. I'm not sharing my guy. It's not happening. No.
If he got a lot of money And he said, if we was in Africa, you'd have been sharing. We'd have had 3, 4, 5.
Well, that's why God didn't
wives
put
in
me
there.
in Africa. That's why I'm not there. I'm over here in the good old state of LA, city of LA.
Not real state of LA. All right, girl, we gotta go because I gotta
Yeah,
another
you have to
meeting.
go.
You got to
gotta get
record
ready
some
for.
commercials. You're not
I'll
going
stay and
anywhere.
record.
Oh
commercials.
God, Chris, you should have stopped this 15 minutes ago, then, Chris.
I'll do all of the commercials because
That'll be the only time you tell me that.
I will do all of the commercials, Kym. Don't worry about it.
Kym,
We
I spent 17 hours putting them together so you could read it word for
I
word.
know, and I want to. So, okay, how many
All right.
are there, Chris?
You do one, Sherri does two, and we'll get out of here. Hey, everybody, go to buyjack.com/2funnymamas. Be sure to support the merch store. Maybe by the time this comes out, we'll have a flyer ready for our live show. June
Yes, we
11th
will.
at the Laugh Factory. We're going to rock it out. I talked to the manager. We're getting the tickets going. Sherri's going to be there. Kym's going to be there. And we're going to work out special guests, obviously Andre, for the Andre dating game. And I'll be flying in from St. Louis.
And I'll be on hosting Wendy Williams May 23rd through May 26th or something like that.
Beautiful. Kym's on, what are you on? Made for Love?
Made for Love on HBO Max. Please check out the new episodes dropped.
Oh, very cool. Awesome. Congrats. All right, you guys. It was so amazing. And I just want to say my pillow, my penguin pillow, my tennis shoes, and the red shoes, they're gone. I've mailed them out.
That's amazing. I'm proud of you. I know you got a lot going on. I'm glad you did that.
Yes, I did it.
Love it. See you guys next week.
Two funny mamas. Two funny mamas.